Hi, everybody. My name is Joyce Briggs, and I'm with the Ross Program. I am the Ross Program Service Coordinator for seniors and those with disabilities. Today, I have with me Michael Hilliard. He's one of my dearest friends.
Hello.
Hi, Michael. And Michael is a senior health advisor, and he represents companies, and I'm going to let him tell you the rest of it. Hi, Michael. So tell us a little bit about you and tell us a little bit about your company.
Okay, I'll just give a little bit of background and then tell you what I did to start the company that I'm in now. I have a background in as an executive account management. Which basically is just a fancy term that means I managed accounts for Fortune 500, Fortune 750, Fortune 1000 companies. I did deliveries, I did the ordering, made sure that their companies stayed abreast on all the latest IT equipment that would keep their company excelling and growing.
Mhm.
Would send in, people that would do like technicians to go in to see what needs to be done and then come back and present a proposal to them and actually uh, send all the equipment that they need and everything would work out as we had discussed in those meetings that I would have with them in the negotiations. And what I did was is I took those skill sets and I applied them to start my own business. I made them companies a lot of money, but I wanted to help people, and I believe that Medicare would have been the best way to go. My grandmother influenced me that direction because she was into Medicare, and Medicare sends you the bills and sends you what you did, and she was saying, I think you need to go into Medicare. We need somebody in the family that's Medicare, and so I went in and had to go through all my state licensures. There's a lot of prerequisites that you have to do, and you have to take state boards, and every year you have to take a test with the federal government so that they know your information. And
Mhm.
every 2 years you have to take continuing education classes, and you have to be trained that way. Um, so I started Senior Health Advisors, which that's exactly what it is. It advises seniors on their health care options, on their what they can do and what is available and what they're entitled to as a Medicare recipient. Um, in starting that company, it gave me a good satisfaction. I just took the skill set and moved it from one to the other. And it gave me the satisfaction knowing that I'm able to help people more so in in line with where my heart was at. Um, doing corporate work is okay, but helping people on a personal level is basically where I do my best and really excel in.
So, and then, so grandma, I met your grandmother. She's a beautiful lady. She came to our play when we did Who Killed the Church, and you
Yeah,
played the coroner. Oh, we had so much fun. That was about a year ago.
I know it.
Yeah. And a year has passed, and we've been having COVID-19 pandemic for the last 12 months. So how have you been staying motivated in your business during this pandemic?
Well, okay, one of the key aspects in this business to stay motivated is your contacts, the people you
Mhm.
associate with. For example, I associate with you. That's a good motivating factor. Also, I have a great marketing company. The people that I associate within that marketing company also keeps me motivated as well. They continue to supply me with people who need advice, and I call them on the phone. Of course, I can't see them in person as like I normally do unless they allow me to, and I always use PPE, personal protection equipment. Always takes things in that we can keep things sanitized. I do go see people in their homes, and there hasn't been a problem with that. Call them on the phone if they want to do things on the phone. We do it that way as well. And the marketing company, and then one other one would have been Oak Street Health. Oak Street Health is a health clinic that I came to become, working with during the pandemic, and a great bunch of people. And they have been also to be able to keep me motivated as well. And they've even would have me advise some of their. Say they gave me an office out there at uh, Wellens Village. I got an office out there. I can meet people in. So the place is, sanitized and make sure it stays clean. And they would even have me advise people, if they have say they have a patient that comes in, they have Medicare, but they don't understand, what they need or what they have or what can they do because they want to go there, because there's only certain plans that they would take, and then I would give them the advice and begin to help them in getting their healthcare options, presenting their healthcare options and letting them know how to do it. So having those types of contacts has been able to keep me motivated.
Very, very good. So what news would you like to share with the audience today about you and your business?
Well, the number one is get vaccinated. I mean,
Okay.
I have to stay informed on, pretty much I have to keep reading the CDC website. They make changes. Sometimes they make me wonder, but one of the things they really do, they say one thing and then another thing, they're saying something else. But with that being said, I believe one of the most important things that a senior can do is to be vaccinated.
Mhm.
Now, I've talked to some of my clients, during the pandemic, and I've talked to a lot of them. And one of the main questions that I asked them during this time when the vaccine came out in the last month and a half,
Mhm.
actually it's 2 months now. Wow. One of the main questions that I asked them, was there any side effects of, and I've asked quite a bit, I'm just going to go over 3. Was there any side effects to the vaccine? Because, I'm planning to get the vaccine. I'm in group 1 because I'm actually in working with seniors, and I'm working in a healthcare facility. So that gives me to be group 1, to be one of the first ones to be, but I haven't taken the vaccine because I didn't want to, I wanted seniors to get it. So when I asked that question about side effects, they said not really. They said, I think 1, I'm just going to go over 3. Most of them is the same. They didn't even have any side effects,
Mhm.
or they had a sore arm for a little, about an hour or so, and then a sore arm for about a day. And
Mhm.
that's been the majority of the side effects that that they had for the vaccine. My grandmother told me that she said that when she went in to have, she said she didn't even know they gave her the vaccine. She was waiting for it. That's how quick it went for her.
Mhm.
They put it in her and took it out. She didn't even feel it. And she had no sore arm or anything from the vaccine. So,
Awesome.
and there have been people that have liked that as well, that haven't had any side effects. But the most side effect, after talking to so many seniors about it, is either an hour or so of a sore arm, or at the most a day.
Right. I've had my first shot in February, and
Did
I
you?
promise you, it gave me energy. And then I had it did. And then the second shot was on the 2 weeks ago, and it was no side effects at all. I slept good. I think it must have something to make your body rest. And I'm always on the go. And if I work from home now, but at
Right.
least 2 days a week I go into the office to file and check my voicemail from my phone in the office. And that's about as much. And then I walk to Olden Towers maybe, or I walk down the street, just got to get some exercise in. And
Right.
so the only thing that I've had to do was get some rest. I guess my body was saying, you need to slow down. So,
Right.
so my 2 shots were perfect. I feel fine.
Did you have a sore arm or anything like that?
Oh, it just was a little soreness, but it wasn't so sore that I couldn't lift it. It was just knowing that something had gone in my arm, but it
Okay.
was fine. I
Right.
feel great. My
Good. I'm
mother
glad.
had hers. She's 90 years old. She turned 90 in December, and she's had both her shots, and she's fine. And that was who was on the telephone when we first logged on. She called to check on her baby.
Right.
So she's fine. She's fine. Um, How can people reach you, Michael, to get more information about the insurance companies that you represent?
Um, I'm a broker, and let me just explain what that means.
Okay.
I represent not just one. You have a captive agents, and then you have brokers. And what I am is I'm a Medicare broker, which means that I represent multiple Medicare companies or companies that provide Medicare plans. So what I do is I do what you call an assessment on what plan would fit the client's needs the best. And
Right.
then I go from there and I begin to show them a plan that would actually fit their needs. And that's a lot. A lot of that depends on their medications
Right.
and what's going on, how many medications they're on, and things of that nature. And I input that information. It kind of gives me what really works for them. So a broker represents multiples, and the ones that I like to represent the most, and there's three major ones that I like to stay with, and it's going to be United Healthcare,
Mhm.
Aetna, and Humana. They are the major Medicare providers. They all have great plans. They really do. They offer broad plans from different types of Medicare plans, depending on what other benefits that you want other than Medicare. Because most people don't get Medicare if you just have original Medicare, which is Part A and D. Original Medicare doesn't provide other benefits such as dental, vision, over the counter benefits or food benefit or anything like that. Well, these companies do. These company provides other benefits other than just what is provided in original Medicare, such as those items that I had just mentioned. So it gives them a broad. In fact, I had a client call me today asking me about the dental benefit, and did she have to go to the same dentist? And I was like, no, you can find another dentist if you don't like that one. So you have all these options, and I represent them. And when I do that, it gives the client a understanding that when I put them in a plan, that I've actually got them in a plan that would work for them the best. And there would be really no need, unless some situations change, for them to change the plan that they're in. They should remain in that plan. You can contact me at 919-225-3293.
Okay.
Also, my work email, my email that I use for Medicare is mhilliard97@aim.com. I can be contacted either way. CMS, which is the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, there's laws that are in place that I just can't call a client first. They have to initiate the first contact. After that, we can start scheduling. I can call you up and do things of that nature. But the initial contact, all potential clients or potential people who are interested in the plan must contact me first for any Medicare advice.
At the end of this video, everyone, I will post Michael's contact information, his email address, and information about the Oak Street Health Clinic with Miss Pearl Hill. Is that her name?
Pearl Hill, yeah, she's the one. She's the one I closely work with who discusses health care or their Medicare with them. So
Right.
yes, Miss Pearl Hill.
Awesome. So I'll post it at the end of this.
Out there are very, very sweet. Once you
Repeat
meet them,
that.
you're gonna just love them.
Would you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
The people that are out there at Oak Street Health are very, very sweet people. I mean, they're really good people. I mean, I'm blessed to have such contacts that I have.
Great. I do wanted to make you laugh. I have a lady that called me Saturday night to tell me, well, she asked me what I had been doing, and I told her that I had talked with you, and she knew you, and she says, oh yes, I love him. He taught me about United Healthcare, and they got that book. That book you can just order stuff in. And then people trust you, Michael, and they believe what you say. And I don't know if I've ever told you, but I really thank you for being a part of our partnership with making sure the seniors are healthy.
And I cherish our friendship and our and our connection as far as, working with the seniors and the facilities in the Durham area. I mean, I really do. I love you guys. You just don't know how much.
And I think you were telling me not only does United Healthcare have that book, everybody got that book, right?
They do. They do. Depending on, yeah, they do. It's what it's really called. It's called they call it the OT. What is it? Over the counter benefit,
Okay.
OTB or something
Okay.
like that. It gives them the ability to get things that are not really prescription drugs, but it's all the things that are in a pharmacy that you would need. And they give them so much credit to spend to get those particular items that they need.
And with COVID-19, you can get hand sanitizer, a thermometer,
Yes.
gloves,
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids, mask. So you can get all those things with that.
Supplements, vitamins, aspirins, Tylenol. I mean, there's so much, even walkers, canes. There's just so much stuff that you can get.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Was there anything else that you want to share before we sign off?
I can't, well, other than I love you guys, I can't think of anything else unless we missed something. Was there something that you, Mike, can think of? I can't think of anything.
I think you covered it all. We've got your contact information.
Majority of the stuff would be done in a more person to person, and it would be more information can be given in those types of situations when we're in a personal contact. So this is generalized.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for sharing your time with me today. And thank you everybody for listening to me and Michael talk about the services that he provides with all of the agencies that he represents. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and please, please subscribe. Have a good evening, Mike. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Michael, I'm gone.
It's still recording.
It sure is, isn't it?